Before this video starts, I just want to say something that hit me really hard. The passing of Stan Lee. He was born in 1922, died 2018. Let us have a moment of silence. And with that said, welcome to my top 10 favorite comic book covers of all time. Number 10, The Incredible Hulk number 340. The Incredible Hulk number 340 has a great cover showing Wolverine, and the reflection of his claws, we see the Hulk. It was released on February 1988 with art from Todd McFarlane and Bob Wysick, and written by Peter David. Number 9, Uncanny X-Men number 205. The cover of this issue of Uncanny X-Men shows a procedure being done to Wolverine. It came out on May 1986. It was written by Chris Claremont and art done by Barry Windsor Smith. Number 8, Wolverine number 1. This cover of Wolverine's first solo series has him unmasked without bad boy attitude is notable. He's wearing his John Byrne Brown suit. The cover was done by Frank Miller and Joseph Rubinstein. It was written by Chris Claremont. Came out in September 1986. Number 7, Death of Superman. This is the famous book / miniseries that introduced Doomsday, and the issue where Superman died. It has cover art by Dan Jurgens and Brett Breeding, and was written by Dan Jurgens, Roger Stern, Louise Simpson, sorry I can't pronounce that one, Jerry Ordway, and Carl Kiesel, coming out in December 1992. Number 6, Spawn Issue 1. This is the flagship comic of Image Comics, and was one of the best-selling comic books of all time, done by my favorite artist, Todd McFarlane, written by Todd McFarlane, cover art by Todd and Ken Stacy, coming out on 1st May. Number 5, Action Comics number 1. This is the first appearance of Superman, and it shows him smashing a robber's car. In 2011, it was thought that one copy of this comic would cost $2 million, but done by Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster in 1933. Number 4, Superman number 233. This issue was aptly named Superman Breaks Loose. It shows on the cover Superman breaking kryptonite chains with under it written, "Kryptonite Nevermore." It was written by Dennis O'Neil, with cover art by Kurt Swan and Murphy Anderson, made in January 1971. Number 3, Batman the Killing Joke. This book shows a possible origin for the Joker. It was written by Alan Moore and even got a DC animated movie in 2011. It was released in 1988. Cover art was done by Brian Bolland and Richard Bruning. Number 2, The Infinity Gauntlet. The basis for Avengers Infinity War, the number 1 spot on my last list. It was drawn by George Perez and written by Jim Starlin. It shows Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet, with different characters in the spaces and the lines of the Infinity Stones. Coming out in July 1991. Sorry guys, but there are not going to be any honorable mentions for this list either. We'll just jump ship straight to number 1. Number 1, The Amazing Spider-Man number 33. This cover was known for being put in one way or another in The Spectacular Spider-Man and again in 2017's Spider-Man Homecoming. Called The Final Chapter, art was done by Steve Ditko and Sam Rosen and Sam Goldberg, written by the late great Stan Lee. Came out in February 1966. And that has been my top 10 comic book covers of all time. Before we sign off, I just want to say Happy New Year. Sorry this video took so long. See you next week.